Hello world, it's Hatim Tekri. Let's continue with the list in Dart. In the last video, we have covered the fixed length list. Now in this video, we understand the growable list. So first, what is growable list? Growable list is a list which can dynamically change its size. That's mean you can able to increase the length of the list dynamically as per your requirement. So in this case, we don't have to mention the length of the list. Now what is the syntax? So the syntax of growable list is same as fixed length list, but here we don't mention the length of the list. So let's see this syntax in the program. So move on to the program. First clear this. Now let's define the list. Then mention the data type, then variable name, list1, new keyword. So this is a syntax to define the growable list. Now in this case, you don't have to mention the length of the list. Now at initial, the length of the list1 variable is 0. Once we add the first element, then the length of the list become 1. And as we keep on adding the elements, the length of the list dynamically increasing. So let's see this add mechanism, that how to add the element in growable list in the program. So move on to the program. Now here variable name is list1. To add the element, we use add method, which is add. So 10. Initially, the length of the list is 0. So initially there is no index value. Now once we add the first element, and in this case that is 10, so the length of the list become 1. So at index 0, there is value 10. Now if we add next element, this one dot add 20. Now the length of the list become 2. And at index value 1, value of the element is 20. Now if you want to print this element, so the syntax to print the element is same as the syntax in fixed length list. That is variable name and then the index value. So let's print the first element, that is print list1 index value 0. Click on the run button. Yeah, it's print 10. So the syntax to print the variable or to access the element of the list is same, that is variable name and then index value. So now if we want to change the element value at a particular index, then how can we do? So let's see this in the program. If you want to change the element value at index 0, then just write variable name at index 0 and then assign data as 15. Now click on the run button. Yeah, it's update the element value at index 0 and it's print 15. Now if we want to remove the element of the list, then we have two options. First is by mentioning the element value, and second is by mentioning the index value, I mean index number. So let's see these two methods to remove the element of the list. So first is by using element value. So let's comment this. So the first element value is 10 and the second element value is 20. Now if you want to remove the first element, then list1 dot remove. Now here we mention the element value. So at index 0, I mean the first value is at index 0, and at index 0 the element value is 10. So here we write 10. Now what happened? If you remove the value by the element, then this element will permanently removed from the list. So then what happened? The element which is in the second position comes to the first position. So after removing element value 10, the element value 20 comes at the 0 index. So let's see this. Now here I remove the element value 10 from the list. So this element will remove, and at the result this 20 comes to the first element, that is at index value 0, and the index value 1 will be removed. So let's see this on the program. So here we have print the index value 0. For the 20 which was before index value 1 is now on index value 0 because we have removed the element value 10 which was on index value 0. So if we remove any element from the list, then the remaining element will shift as we removed. Now the another way to remove the element is by mentioning the index value. So now another way is to, if you comment this, yeah, we are back to the initial one. Now we remove the element using index value. So for that, variable name dot, here we use remove at method, remove at, and here we mention index value, that is 0. So it is same as the earlier one where we have removed the element value 10 by using remove method. Now in this case we remove the element using the remove at method by mentioning the index value. So what happened, this element value 10 will remove and the 20 will come to the index value 0 and index value 1 will be removed. So click on the run button, and yeah, it's print 20 is shifted to the index value 0. So it's work same in the case of using element value or index value. To remove the element using element value, we use remove method, and to remove the element using index value, we use remove at method. Now there is one more way to define the growable list. So let's see this. Here we have defined the growable list using new keyword. Now we define the growable list using the another method. So list keyword, then data type list2. Now in this case we don't use the new keyword. Here we use just a 2 bracket and mention the data, that is. Now here now click on the run button. Again click on the run button. And yeah, it's print 1 2 3 4 5 6. So the another way to define the growable list is just mention the element value in the comma separated list, and if we want to add or remove the element, then the method to add and remove is same, that is add method, remove and remove at. So in this video we have understand the growable list and how to add and remove the element in the growable list. So that's it for this video, and we'll see you in the next video. Thank you.